All right. Well, I am Sonia, and some of you know me from from WESAC and from other events that I've spoken at. Some of you are new, so thank you all for being here. And this is actually it's the second Sunday of the month. We gather together for the New Earth Cooperative, and it is a time for us to support one another, to move past our pain and suffering, and to create a new world. And today we are coming together for the Lion's Gate. And, oops, there we go, the Lion's Gate closing ceremony. And what you may not know is that the lion represents the master. And in this alignment, we are actually aligning with three central suns. So we have the Stargate of Sirius, which aligns with the Stargate of the Orion's belt, and it also aligns with the star system, the Pleiades. And I have a picture here. Let's see, I guess this is not working. Oh, here it is. This is a picture of our galaxy, and you can see, I don't know if you can see this, but there it is. Okay, so this yellow circle right here is our sun's orbit. So you can see we're in the hot center of the galaxy, and we're we're on what's called the Orion's arm. So we are smack in the middle of where everything is happening. And so in this timing, here's a picture of that. We have Sirius, the Orion belt here, and then we have the Pleiades going all the way over here. And so we're also in the year 2018 adds to an 11. So we are also working on physical mastery. So we have a doorway into the aligning us with the great central sun, which is opening us to our multidimensional life streams, where we have been masters. We have lived in other golden ages, and we are opening a portal for us to be able to access those memories and those some of the gifts and powers that we have activated in those live streams, and we're asking through this portal to align with that energy and to bring it into unification in this embodiment. And so so in this particular Lion's Gate portal, we had three partial eclipses. We had an eclipse, a lunar eclipse, partial lunar eclipse in Taurus in about the first week of the Lion's Gate. And Taurus, we're dealing with issues of stewardship in Taurus. And in around the middle of the Lion's Gate, we had a partial solar eclipse in Aquarius, where where we're dealing with issues of power. And just make sure here. Yes, okay. Where we're just dealing with issues of power. And then yesterday we had another partial solar eclipse in Virgo, and Virgo is dealing with discrimination and thought, where we are learning how to discern what thought forms are we letting into our consciousness. And for myself, it's been a very initiatory period for me because I have been examining my life in those particular areas for a great many years. But in a Lion's Gate, we get an opportunity to really dive deep, because the solar eclipse is actually bringing a shadow energy so that we can go deeper into the subconscious and really access some of the things that have been holding us back, not only in this live stream, but in other live streams. And what's interesting about this gateway is that with aligning with these three central suns, we have an opportunity to access other golden ages where we were preparing for our ascension, but we didn't make it. And the other golden ages were Lemuria, Atlantis, and Egypt. And these star systems, Sirius, Orion, and the Pleiades, are all connected to those golden ages. In fact, when these star systems ascended into Christ consciousness, the souls that were not able to make it in that cycle were actually sent to Earth to continue on with their journey. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them. And so it really is an opportunity to access the inner master within us. Oops, sorry, hold on. My clock is going off. We've already started. Okay, excuse me. So in my own journey into the Lion's Gate, I actually didn't discover the Lion's Gate till, let's see, it was 1991. Actually, 2003 was the first year that I actually journeyed in with the Stargate. And what I wanted to say prior to leading into that is that there are 3 lifetimes that hold the memory and the record of our soul's mission and purpose. And I was able to access those life streams through mirror scrying in 2 of those lifetimes, through mirror scrying in 1991, and another live stream in 2009 through a dream that I received. And it wasn't until I ventured into the Lion's Gate that I actually began to receive greater understanding of those life streams. And the first journey in 2003, it was August 12th, and I had gone to a special garden that I like to meditate in at 4 a.m. in the morning, just in honor of that timing. And when I started to meditate, I saw that inside of our sun was this blue sphere, and I recognized it as the spiritual sun of Sirius flowing through the center of our sun. And as I was feeling these beautiful light rays coming into me, I saw this beautiful cosmos Christ showering that energy onto the earth and into my heart and into humanity. And it was just a really beautiful experience. And also what happened at that time is I saw, a lot of us see angels as orbs of light. Well, in this timing, there were orbs of light coming at me, but they were much larger than the angel spheres that I had seen. And they came to me with an energy of greeting, that we were long lost friends, that we knew one another. And it was a rejoining, a celebration of coming together once again. And it was just a really beautiful time for me. And I didn't actually work with the Lion's Gate again until 2008. And in 2008, I was guided to move up to Mount Shasta. And 2 of my friends that I meditated with wanted to come and join me up on the mountain for the 888 Lion's Gate portal that was happening that year. So it was August 8th, 2008. And so we agreed to meet up on the mountain, and we found these huge rock pillars that were in this Trinity formation, and we got on top of one of them. It was so big it fit all 3 of us. And we sat, and while we were entering into meditation, we put our third eyes together. And the minute we did that, we were transported back to the end days of Atlantis, where the whole country, the whole city was crumbling around us. And we made a pact at that time that we would bring the energy of Atlantis and the knowledge of Atlantis to another now. And as we had that memory come to awaken within us, I felt energy pouring down through my womb into Mount Shasta. And as that was happening, there was lions roaring. We could hear lions roaring around us. And it was just this really beautiful high energy experience where I had accessed an Atlantean lifetime, which I had, as I mentioned earlier, 1991 through a mirror gazing experience. I had actually saw that lifetime. I saw myself as an Atlantean priestess, and it was, how many years later that I was actually receiving information during the Lion's Gate about that lifetime. So that is how the Lion's Gate can really be a portal to awaken those memories within us. And the thing that is happening right now on the planet that's so important is, and especially during this Lion's Gate timing, is the fact that we have, some of us have been present for the golden ages on this planet numerous times, some of us for the first time, but many of us have been here for many cycles of golden ages, and we have not been successful in ascending at that time. And so because of that, we have a lot of shame and guilt and trauma, anger, fear. We have a lot of high energy emotions associated with golden age times. And we are now entering into the golden age of Aquarius. And a lot of us have been stymied because of these past energetics where we were not successful in ascending. And we're holding a lot of trauma around that. So in this Lion's Gate timing, I would want us to work on these energies together so that we can free ourselves from being stuck in fear and being stuck in energetics that we are no longer that we are living in another now, but we can now heal that all in the present moment. And so I think a lot of souls right now are really kind of in a panicked state because we see some of the problems that we had back in Lemuria, back in Atlantis, and back in Egypt reoccurring in our present day times. And those problems are related to issues of mind control, viral programming. We have, as a race, as a society, we have an addiction to fear and suffering. And we have been programmed into believing that we're less than, that we are not worthy of our divine spiritual gifts and powers. And because we bought into that program, because we were born into it, and we have eons of lifetimes where we were fed that line of BS. And so we have a lot of energetics that are not just in this live stream, but in other live streams that are wanting to be healed. And so that is another thing that I'd like to raise in our ceremony today, is to heal those energetics as well. I'm finding for the people that I know that a lot of them are focused not on their own healing journey, but they're focused on star beings coming in and saving us from our predicament. They're focused on receiving lots of money from unknown sources that are going to somehow lift them out of their situation. Everyone has a dream or a purpose that they have a vision for, and for whatever reason they don't have the funds available that they need, or they don't have the self-confidence that they need to go forward. All these things are kind of tripping points that are coming up in this cycle for us to deal with. So I would like us to first off, I would like to call in the Christ Codes cosmology that is working with me, and they are the galactic. I'm going to get my little notes out here because it's easier for me. We have in the north, we have the galactic archangel Orion and the solar archangel Uriel, who are working with us. And I also like to call in the Ascended Masters Hathor and Horus. And in the east, we have the galactic archangel Pegasus and Archangel Orion, who are working with Mary Magdalene and Jesus. And in the south, we have galactic archangel Arcturus and solar archangel Gabriel, who are working with Kuan Yin and Mahavatar Babaji. And in the west, we have galactic archangel Antari working with solar archangel Michael, and they are working with us with Mother Mary and Saint Germain. So I would like to call them into our sacred circle right now and to support us in our journey today to align with the inner master within us and to help us release these energetics that we are stuck in, not only in this live stream, but in other live streams, and reclaim the inner master within us that has prepared for our ascension in multiple live streams, and be able to gather all that power, that knowledge, and that energy and fully embody it in this now, so that we can become the way showers and the light bringers of a new world, of a new age, and utilizing a language designed to create through the light body, through the crystalline light body. The Christ codes are a beautiful way to propel us into a quickened alignment with the Christ energy. So let us just align with our hearts right now. See yourself in a circle with everyone who's present here. And just connect to the love in your heart. And allow your thoughts just to fall away. And let us call in the higher divine self. The energies just flow down through your crown chakra into your heart space. And let's anchor that energy in the heart all the way down our spinal column, down our legs and feet into the crystal core center of Mother Earth. Let us call in Mother Earth and Mother Sophia, who is the source of all life, the mother of all creation known to us here. And let us align with these energies in our heart. And as we're sitting here in this empty void, let us call in all the energetics from this now or other nows that have been hindering us, whether it be fear, afraid of stepping into our power as leaders, whatever the issue is for you that is foremost in your consciousness right now and in this timing, let it just flow into you and just be with it. Let go of any fear that you have around it. And just see it as a ball of energy in your hands. And let's start collecting these energies. Anything that you are dealing with, that you want to get the support from the masters and the archangels today to release you from these energies. They're here to support us today and to really move us into a new way of being and being the masters that we are, that we truly are. So I'm going to be silent for a moment so that we can just lock in to these energetics. And as they start coming in, I want you to start compressing them into a ball where they get smaller and smaller and smaller. And just let the anxiety, the fears, all of it fall away. And it's compressing and getting smaller and smaller in your hands. until it's just a point of light, point of light. And now take that point of light and just blow it back to source, back to the universal chalice that lies within the womb space of Mother Sophia. And let it dissolve and be repurposed for a new creation, where we can move back into divine service and support you in this new life that you are so longing for and desiring to live and to be born into. And let us be open to receive the energy from the galactic center of our Milky Way galaxy, pouring through the Pleiades, central sun, through the Orion's belt, into our spiritual sun, Sirius, flowing into our solar sun. And see that those energetic rays of the Christ blue diamond light flowing into your third eye, flowing down into your heart space, and anchoring into the cells of your body, all the way down to your DNA. And just feel the power of this energy lifting you, lifting your spirit, and igniting the inner sun within you to become that shining beacon of light for others. So you can be the guiding light for others who are awakening in this timing. We are awakening to a new level of ourselves, and we are carrying it with us through this cycle for forevermore. This is a galactic doorway that we always have access to through the quantum field. So even though we're moving out of the Lionsgate portal today, through the quantum field, we can access these portals whenever we so desire, whenever we are wanting to access another level of our mastery. So feel free to go into these places and command through your higher divine self that you're ready to take on the next level of your mastery. And I would like to sing the Christ Code mantra, which is a very powerful Christ activation mantra, which is designed to, as an electromagnetic pulse, to just clear out the field in your chakra system and allow more of the Christ energy to flow in through you. So some of you already know the Christ Code mantra, and for those who don't, it is sounded out. It sounds out as Christ, as Ak, Imu, Ovi. And I have put it into a song, which I feel has more. When we sing our mantras, when we sing our intentions, we give it more power because we're bringing our emotional body into it. So I'm going to sing it, and as I'm singing it, please feel free to sing along in your homes and really feel the power of this mantra, how it can really move and shift energy and take you to a whole new level of being. So here it goes. Ak imu ovi, 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 ak imu ovi. This is a beautiful mantra that also has a DNA sequence. And in that song, I said the mantra 9 times. And I like to repeat the DNA sequence 3 times after I sing the mantra, so that it will anchor into the cells of your body. It actually takes the energy all the way down into your DNA. And the numerical sequence for this is 133 943 647. And I'm surrounding it in zero so that we can bring it into 0 point in each point within your cellular makeup. So the numerical sequence will be 0 133 943 647 0 0 133 943 647 0. Once again, 0 133 943 647 0. And this is very powerful. It keeps us anchored into our body, into the Mother Earth, because when we say the Christ Code mantra, it is an energy that just uplifts our spiritual body. It gives us a spiritual buoyancy, and if you say it every day, it's going to lift your life. It's going to bring you into a higher vibration, and with that higher vibration, you want to anchor it in, because the whole purpose for not the whole purpose, but when we're ascending, before we can ascend anywhere, we need to fully anchor the Christ light within this physical body. And so that is the purpose of the DNA sequence. And I want to, we're coming to the end of our time here together, and I wanted to just invite you to our Christ Codes website, and I'm actually gifting the Christ Code mantra. When you sign up for our email, on our email list, I am gifting you a video that gives you the Christ Code mantra, the DNA sequence, and some of the history of how the Christ Codes came into being, how they were birthed through me. And also, I wanted to let you know that I am offering, first time ever, a Christ Codes Basics course, and we just completed the live version of it, but I'm going to be presenting it next month, or even now. It's available now online for those of you who would like to explore the Christ Codes, which is a living light language that is designed to speak directly to your crystalline light body and to help you create a new world, creating in a fifth dimensional and above reality using this divine language that speaks directly to your divine genetics, to the cells and the DNA, and more importantly, to your crystalline light body, which we are building for our ascension. We need to descend all these consciousness that we have from these other life streams where we have mastered certain elements of our soul's whole experience. And the Christ Codes are a way for us to quickly and easily transcend all the mind control and viral belief systems that we have been subjected to as a race, as a species for eons of time. So it is a true blessing for humanity, and I'm really so honored to be able to bring the Christ Codes to you. And every week I share a little bit more about the Christ Codes with you, and I want to thank every one of you for being here today for the Lionsgate closing ceremony. And I want to encourage all of you to please share this replay. I'm going to be gifting that to you as part of your signing up for it. But I would encourage you to share it with your friends and family if you feel that you received something of value from this gathering today, so that other people can receive of this great blessing that we all received today. And I want to thank all the galactic and solar archangels that were here with us today, the divine feminine and masculine ascended masters that also joined in helping us to release this energy. And I want to wish all of you a wonderful Archangel Metatron Day, and pray that the rest of your Lionsgate Stargate is a beautiful day of remembrance and healing for you. So bless one and all for being here today, and I hope to see you all next month. Thank you. Let's see. If I stop this, I'm going to stop sharing. You want to do that? All right. Goodbye, everyone.